Abu Rigal Masluka. In a land swept by the sands of time, an urban legend murmurs through the alleyways and bazaars, a tale that chills the spine of those who dare to listen. This is the story of Abu Rigal Masluka, known among the whispered circles as the Guardian. Not a guardian of wealth or earthly treasures, but of a more spectral kind, a protector of the boundary between the living and the dead. The tale begins in an age long forgotten, in a village that lay at the edge of the desert, where the world of the living meshed with the realms beyond. Abu Rigal Masluka was not always a creature of legend. Once, he was a keeper of lore, a man deeply versed in the ancient texts and the mysteries they contained. His knowledge, however, drew him down a path few dared to tread, into the study of forbidden magic and the dark arts. It was said that in his quest for power, Abu Rigal Masluka stumbled upon an ancient curse, a curse that bound his soul to the threshold of the afterlife, turning him into a sentinel at the gates of the netherworld. By day, he was but a shadow among men, unseen and unheard. But by night, he roamed the land as the guardian, a figure cloaked in the mysteries of the dark, a bridge between the living and the spirits that wandered, lost between worlds. The guardian's presence was marked by a chilling wind, a sign that the veil between realms was thinning. Those who felt his gaze reported a sense of dread, a cold that seeped into their bones, and a whisper in the air that spoke of ancient secrets and forgotten pacts. Yet, there was also a sense of protection, a knowledge that while he roamed, the lost souls would find their way, and the darker entities that lurked in the shadows would be held at bay. Legend spoke of the guardian's powers, of his ability to command the spirits, to bend the will of the unseen forces that dwell in the dark. But with great power came great sorrow. For Abu Rigal Masluka was also cursed to witness the endless cycle of life and death, to walk forever in the twilight between worlds, never to find rest himself. As centuries passed, the legend of the Guardian grew. Some saw him as a figure of fear, a reminder of the dark forces that lay just beyond the sight of man. Others revered him as a protector, a sentinel who guarded the delicate balance between the living and the dead. His tale was passed down through generations, a story that echoed in the hearts of those who believed in the unseen. In the modern world, where the ancient and the new collide, the legend of Abu Rigal Masluka, the Guardian, remains alive. He is a figure shrouded in the mists of time, a story that refuses to be forgotten. For in the heart of Egypt, where the past is always present, legends like that of the Guardian serve as a bridge that connects the ancient world with the tales we tell today, reminding us that some truths are eternal and some guardians never cease their watch. This creature is the one that haunted many Egyptian childhoods, a parental favorite for ensuring good behavior. This entity, invoked by parents, instilled fear in kids. Unfinished homework or mischief was met with a looming threat, being sent to Abu Rigal Masluka. The mere mention of it was enough to make me straighten up immediately. I would behave nicely, period. El Nadaha. And for the second urban legends of the Egyptians, let's journey to the Nile. Whether you're drawn to rivers or not, there's an intriguing tale from this ancient waterway you might want to explore. Where the Nile stretches like a lifeline through the desert, a captivating urban legend persists, chilling the souls of those who dwell along its banks. This isn't a tale woven from the exploits of gods or the deeds of pharaohs, but rather the haunting narrative of El Nadaha, a mysterious presence believed to dwell within the murky depths of the Nile's embrace. According to the legend, El Nadaha calls out from the river at night, her voice weaving through the cool air, a siren song that is irresistible to those who hear it. She calls to them by name, her voice imbued with a longing and a sadness that tugs at the heart. Those who hear their name whispered on the wind are drawn to the river's edge, compelled by a force they cannot explain, driven by a desire to reach the source of the call. The legend says that El Nadaha is selective, calling only to certain individuals, always men, who are lured away from the safety of their homes and into the embrace of the Nile. What happens to these men once they answer her call remains a mystery. Some tales speak of them vanishing without a trace, never to be seen again, as if swallowed by the river itself. Others whisper of a more merciful fate, where the called find themselves standing by the river's edge, with no recollection of how they got there or why they came, saved by some twist of fate, or perhaps by the intervention of a protective spirit. The origins of El Nadaha are as murky as the waters from which she calls. Some believe she is the spirit of a woman who met a tragic end in the Nile, her soul forever bound to its currents, calling out for companionship, or perhaps seeking to reclaim what she lost. Others see her as a manifestation of the river itself, a personification of its beauty and danger, its capacity to give life and to take it away. Throughout the years, the legend of El Nadaha has woven itself into the fabric of local culture, a cautionary tale that serves as a reminder of the respect and reverence owed to the mighty Nile. Parents recount the tale to their children in hushed tones, and fishermen cast wary glances over their shoulders as they navigate the river at night, mindful of the siren's call. Despite the efforts of skeptics to dismiss the legend as mere superstition, reports of mysterious disappearances along the Nile persist, fueling the fire of belief in El Nadaha's existence. Some seek to unravel the truth behind the legend, embarking on quests that take them deep into the heart of Egypt's folklore and history, while others prefer to leave the mystery untouched, fearing what they might uncover. As the modern world encroaches upon the timeless landscapes of Egypt, the legend of El Nadaha remains a powerful reminder of the mysteries that defy explanation, of the ancient whispers that still echo along the banks of the Nile, calling out to those who are willing to listen. It is a story that transcends time, a legend as enduring as the river itself, flowing endlessly through the collective memory of a people intrinsically linked to the life-giving waters of the Nile. This one truly sends shivers down my spine. Imagine being irresistibly drawn by El Nadaha's siren song, only to potentially vanish without a trace. It's chilling to think about. This is exactly why I'm relieved, because I usually wear headphones when I'm outside. El Sel Awa. Let's continue to our third urban legends of the Egyptians. This is the legend of El Sel Awa, a creature that defies simple explanation, existing in the twilight zone between the known and the mystical realms that ancient cultures knew all too well. El Sel Awa is said to be a creature of the night, a being that embodies the characteristics of both a dog and a wolf, with a haunting presence that is as captivating as it is terrifying. Its eyes glowing in the darkness are the most often recounted feature, described as piercing through the night, seeing into the very soul of anyone unfortunate enough to encounter this spectral being. The legend speaks of El Sel Awa haunting the fringes of towns and cities, where civilization gives way to the untamed wilds of the desert. It is here, in these liminal spaces, that El Sel Awa makes its presence known, primarily through its chilling howl, a sound that seems to carry with it the weight of centuries, a mournful lament that some say is a calling to those it chooses. Whispers among the locals tell of El Sel Awa's dual nature. It is both feared and revered, considered a guardian of ancient thresholds and a harbinger of misfortune. The creature is believed to possess a deep connection to the land and its history, serving as a protector of sacred sites and a keeper of old secrets that the desert sands have swallowed. The legend also tells of El Selawa interactions with the living. It is said to call out to individuals, luring them away from the safety of their homes with a voice that is irresistible, leading them into the desert. What happens to these individuals is a matter of speculation and rumor, with some tales speaking of people returning with no memory of their time spent under El Selawa's spell, while others are never seen again, their fates forever entwined with the legend. Over time, the story of El Selawa has woven itself into the fabric of local folklore, a reminder of the powers that lurk just beyond the edge of light and civilization. It serves as a cautionary tale, urging respect for the natural world and its unseen inhabitants, and a recognition of the ancient mystical heritage that the land holds. In modern times, the legend of El Selawa continues to thrive, passed down through generations and occasionally resurfacing in reports of eerie encounters on the outskirts of urban areas. It remains a potent symbol of the mystery and allure of the Egyptian landscape, a narrative that bridges the gap between the ancient past and contemporary life, reminding all of the enduring presence of the unknown in the midst of the modern world. I don't know if you guys either a dog or a cat person, but this creature is seriously not the one you should consider as a pet. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay curious and stay safe.